Okay, so this is how we have our fuel system set up on this Fox body, this Coyote Fox body. We have the regulator fuel rail, made this line here. We have the, I believe this is going to be my return line. Return my feed right here. I should probably mark these, but let me get it. Got it down here. Got that PQY special there. See a lot of people running these on the forums, on the Facebook pages. So let's see how it works out. Let me show you guys what I did back here. So I'll show you guys the top here first. We have our fuel cell. Needs to be polished a little bit. We have our return line. We have our, I'm sorry, this is gonna be my vent line, not my return line. My vent. This is gonna be my return here. Made a little bulkhead plate. There was already a hole right here. So I just opted to enlarge the hole that was under here and just use it. I know it's not the prettiest method or prettiest way, but no reason to make more holes if we already have some there. We have another hole here that we should probably cover up. This was already there when I bought the car. There used to be a fuel pump there. So I believe I'm going to cover it up or see if I could potentially use it for battery cables, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And let me show you as well I'll stick to the topic here and I'll show you guys how I did the Scott Rod bulkhead, the firewall. I still need to seal the edges here, but that's gonna be part of the whole having a fuel cell inside the cabin with you. You gotta have at least a sealed bulkhead or firewall, I should say. In this case, of course, we have the hatch. So let me show you guys how I did that. Okay, so here we have our feed. Hopefully you can see this. We have our feed line to a filter, AEM 400 fuel pump. Running the feed up over my roll bar. Kind of hard to see there. My roll bar, not my roll bar, but my cage bars, I should say. We're riding over this tube here, and I used a little bit of, I'll show you here, a little bit of light. I used some spiral wrap just to protect it there. Keep a little zip tie on there to make sure that it doesn't chafe through, which it shouldn't. It has a nylon exterior and of course stainless steel inside there, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'll show you guys this other part. We have our return line coming up through right over our transcooler right here. We have the lines, kind of an awkward position, but I think it should be okay. I mean, I have some massive spacers there. Let's see if this is sufficient enough to cool 6 or 80, but I guess we'll see. We have our bulkhead fittings there. Throw my headlamp on. Okay, that's better. We needed a little bit of extra light there. Here's the fittings for the bulkhead. Ignore the dirt. This was out in the middle of Texas, and it was, I guess, wasps would like to hang out and build their little nest. Like I said, the positioning here is kind of funky, but I might relocate it. I think it would be okay. There's sufficient distance between the actual cooler and the lines, so let me show you guys the rest here. I already showed you this. So we have our vent line here. Like I said, it goes up to the bulkhead. That one. Just a fuel hose. It's nothing special here. We have our filter, our post fuel pump filter here. I may change my mind. I may move it over slightly this way, away from the universal or the U-joint back here off the differential. I might move that off. You can see the fuel lines that run right across down here. Let me see if I get this focus. There it is. Get this up. Let me show you how I ran it up and what I used basically to have them, you know, stay on the, or snug them up against the body of the car. Let me show you here. Okay, we're back under the car. So here, I use riv nuts with screws right there. Dowel clamps or cushion clamps, whatever you want to call those. Run it up this way. You still have to finish up this area here. Have to get a longer bolt. I might remove this spacer here. Try to pick up the angle a little bit. The wiring is still, I think the wiring is going to be the next thing I do. Here we have it coming up through the holes where the original cross member bolt used to go through. What I did just to preventative measure, I added I slit down a piece of fuel hose and put it around the existing hose here just to protect it. Kind of instead of it just dangling around, I'll be fine. And it is clear from the exhaust, so I might wrap the exhaust with some fiberglass wrapper, that heat wrap, and maybe this section too. And you can kind of see where I went up that way. Might not be able to see very well, but this way here, up and up through there. Again, I might add a little bit of the heat wrap here to this whole fuel hose. I don't feel too comfortable, but I don't think can't think of a better way to do this. So that's where I'm at with this project. Let me show you here what I'm gonna run as far as a LCD or a screen. So here we have this standalone display, basically. Alex, the owner at Next Gen EFI, took good care of me, put in a lot of effort to make this a perfect fit. So I haven't fit it on the dash yet because I still need to assemble the dash. Let me show you guys here what the game plan is. So I have to wire in or actually put in the dash. Just gonna run in the dash, that's it. The rest I'm gonna leave as is, probably run a carpet. So that's where we're at. This is gonna basically run individual sensors or independent. So I'm not gonna be running my OBD because my game plan is to run a control pack or basically a stock computer. I already have kind of a rat's nest right now, but I'm gonna get it nice and neat. I don't know if I'm gonna position it here or if I wanna stick it in here, which I probably won't be doing that anymore. But I think I can make something work in this area. Try to clean it up a little bit, but the whole goal is to run this guy and get individual sensors for it, water temp, RPM, auto pressure, the most important stuff. I want to keep my OBD available for data logging on HP tuners. I probably could have went with the Holly, but I want to get familiar with tuning with HP tuners, so I'm gonna be running a 6R80 VCT. Of course, car is gonna be set up for NA for now. Yeah, it's cage, it's probably overkill, but that's just how I bought the car. It already came with a cage. Good deal. It's already certed, which I don't know where I put the sticker. I believe it's going to be my cert sticker. Probably going to be on the other side. Anyways, yeah, that's the game plan. Let me show you the bulkhead here, or the firewall, I should say. Here it is. Here's the Scott rod firewall. Has a bunch of fingerprints. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I need to seal the edges. This is how it looks like on the Fox hatchbacks, I should say. Here's how it came out. Let me get some light going so I can show you guys the inside. So here's the inside, how it looks closed. Not bad, it's pretty tight. I mean, well, I should say nice and fitted, really. I have to seal the corners still. Like I said, the car's a little dirty, but a little dusty, I should say. Gotta clean it up before I start getting everything in. I have my OBD here, the control pack, or power by the hour, harness, and yeah, that's where we're at. Probably on the next couple of videos I'll show you how I'm going to be setting this up here, so you can see, for you guys that are not wanting to just be stuck with Dakota Digital or Holly Race Pack, whatever that brand is, or whatever. Yeah, I believe it's Holly. If you guys don't want to be running that, you could run something like this, and I'll show you the rest of the boxes that are part of this. So yeah, stay tuned.